Excuse my English, I haven't used it in a while for a complex topic. Well, not such complex topic, but I might be rusty. Today I'm here to talk to you about why it is time to act. We have to understand a few things. The action itself comes from a thought. So if we're talking here about brilliant ideas, an extraordinary range of topics, from deriving a formula for happiness to understanding the perceptions of reality to fundraising while playing games, it has to come to action. So my goal today is to make you act based on ideas you hear today. This quotation is used a lot. It's been said by John F. Kennedy, by Barack Obama, and other famous politicians. But I want to bring it back to a new meaning in the context of our city. So briefly, I will introduce myself. I was born in 1990, the same year that Lithuania declared independence. Don't worry, I had a face. It wasn't like this. I was then a student at Panevėžys 5th secondary school. It was still a secondary school for 12 years. And then I left for the University of Nottingham to study politics, which I did in 3 years. I got a bachelor's degree, and then for 1 year I studied a master's degree in social and global justice. I then returned to Lithuania to participate in a program called Create for Lithuania, which was based on a national level. So we worked at different ministries and institutions of the Lithuanian government. And currently I'm also a member of the program Create for Lithuania, but this time I'm working on a regional level, and my current project is based in Panevėžys. I also had the honor to be elected to Panevėžys City Council just this March. And the question I always ask myself, why should I propose myself for the City Council? First of all, before I left Panevėžys for the University of Nottingham, I had this sense of duty, a sense of debt to my city. It gave me a lot, it taught me a lot. My school was a brilliant community that I spent 12 years in, and it became my second home. I had the feeling that the interests of the people in Panevėžys are underrepresented, and especially the youth affairs have been pushed aside. I also have a drive for ideas, for generating ideas and making them a reality. Let me talk to you about a few of them. But first, my key point here should not be understood that we have to stay here in Panevėžys, we have to study here in Panevėžys, we have to work here in Panevėžys and stay here. True, the immigration from the city is bad, but if we look at it in terms of migration, people moving out and people moving in, we can see it in a more positive way. So if people go abroad, study there, work there, and bring back that experience, that knowledge here, we can have a much more innovative and great city. So the key for us in the City Council is to create the conditions for people who leave Panevėžys for Vilnius, Kaunas or abroad to make them come back here. So first we have to work on the material conditions to create many workplaces that pay good salary. We have to create conditions for personal and professional development. We also have to let their ideas and their initiative grow. We have to foster those ideas and help them grow. And also we have to create a strong community to help them with their professional, personal development. So let me talk to you about several upcoming projects which we intend to do, and some of them we will definitely do. So the first and easy ones, and quite quickly fixable, are, as I hear from students, is the skate park in Parko Gatvė, in Parko Street. It is in horrible conditions, I hear, and that's an easy fix. We can talk to businesses, we can find extra funds to actually go and repair it. It helps for students to not waste their time going around streets and around dark corners and drinking and smoking and stuff, but it helps to foster their to let young people like you, if you're underage, to find a place to work during the summer holidays. We will also focus on creating an open youth center to allow high school students, higher education students, as well as people who have created families, young people who have created families, to be able to have a place where they can gather, where they can create, where they can innovate, and where they can build new community relations. Such a center exists around Panevėžys, in Kupiškis, Rokiškis, Biržai. And it is a big question for me when I came back to the city, when I started exploring these problems. Why can't we have it? And the usual answer is we have no money. Well, that can be easily solved. We can use the underused financial instrument called the public-private partnership and have the youth center built in about 2 years. Further, in order to reverse the brain drain from Panevėžys, we have to work together with young people who have left Panevėžys. We have to keep the close communication with them by using already existing platforms like City Alumni Panevėžys. And we will base them on the good examples we have in Lithuania, which is the Junior Professionals Program Create for Lithuania, as well as Junior Leaders Program called the Wings, as well as international experience like United Nations Junior Professionals Program. And we will not stop there. We will innovate and create new programs that allow us to attract young people to come back to Panevėžys, to come back to Lithuania and create their future here. Also, using the already mentioned example of City Alumni Panevėžys, we will strive to create an advisors council which would work besides the city council and could help build brilliant new ideas and put them into perspective, looking from the Western or Eastern or Southern experience, wherever they are. What I mean by this is we have to communicate, we have to keep close relations with the people that left Panevėžys, and we have to listen to them. Why don't they come back? What do you want to be done here? What do you want to do here? And so, by gathering all these people, there are quite a few Panevėžys alumni who are competent, ambitious, and have lots of good ideas. I can mention a few. It's Arnoldas Pranskevičius, the alumni of 5th Gymnasium. Also Ugnius Ramanauskas, the alumni of JBG, and others. So that way, we can create an environment, we can create a council, we can gather all these people who have investment competences, science and education, manufacturing competences, as well as engineering, and many, many others. It all sounds good, right? We can have young professionals coming back to Panevėžys, we can have a youth center, which is 24/7 access, and young people can do whatever they want there. But it doesn't come so easy. Neither me, nor my team, nor a few other people can do this. If you put zero effort into it, even the smallest one, you can give an idea, you can you can foster a discussion, you can bring one person with you to discuss it, to develop the concept. But if you don't do that, neither me nor my team will be able to do anything. We will have zero results. And the reason behind that is, without having your input, without having the idea, what do you want to have, for example, in a youth center, or whether you're planning to come back to Panevėžys and you are planning to study innovation management, and then you would come back here and you would hope to find a regional competence center where you could create spin-offs and, I don't know, innovate on brilliant science ideas. But without your input, without your ideas, without your wishes, we will not be able to do that. But there is a way of working together. We can all come together, we can all talk, we can all develop a concept. You can say what you want, we can say what we can do with what you want, and then we can find a compromise. And if we find a compromise, your idea that you generate and that we help you to implement, it can turn out very differently. So if it's you and me and a few others, we can have the effect of synergy and multiplication. So 1 + 1 in social theory means it equals 3. So if you and me work on something, we can have a multiplicatory effect in creating a result bigger than any of you might expect. So, in conclusion, I would like to say that talks are good. I'm very grateful for the invitation to participate here and talk with you today. But we need actions. So we talk today and we act tomorrow. No one's going to do it for us. It's only going to be us who can give a new boost to Panevėžys, who can help this city grow. And it's now. It's not tomorrow. Don't procrastinate. It's now. So my wish today is let us act now, let us not procrastinate, and let us make the change today. Thank you.